Hello, and thank you for taking a moment of your time. In this short video, I'm going to be showing you how I prepare inventory for shipment to Amazon's warehouse. In other words, if you're selling products on Amazon for a profit and the inventory is coming to you first, you're going to need to prepare those items and physically box them up and ship them to the various warehouses that Amazon has across the country. So if you're new and you're just not sure how to do that, I know it can be a little intimidating. So this is going to help you out. You're going to want to watch this video all the way through because we're going to cover things like the tools that I use, the methods, and everything that you need to do to make sure that your items arrive safely, timely, and undamaged. So let's get right into this video. This is what to sell on Amazon. I'm Horace. Let's go. Okay guys, so now we're in my office area. This is where all the work happens and my lighting is terrible, so I apologize for that, but I think we're going to be able to show you the things that you need to know about prepping your shipments. So first, let's talk about the tools in my arsenal. Number one, you need to have scales because you need to be able to weigh your products. So here I have a 10-pound scale, and that's great, but as your boxes get bigger in size, you're not going to be able to put a box on this and be able to see the readout. And of course, you're going to be shipping boxes that go well beyond 10 pounds. The maximum that a box can be in the shipment to Amazon is 50 pounds. And trust me, as your shipment start getting bigger, you're going to approach that 50-pound mark. And because of that, I like to use this trusty scale right here. This goes up to 75, 80 pounds, I think. And what's great about it is when you put your product on the scale, you have the readout, which is away from the scale so that you can actually read. That's a challenge. Trust me, I started out using a bathroom scale where you had to kind of either weigh yourself and then tear it out and hold the box. So if you have to do that, that's what you do. But we're going to put some links in the description to some products that you can get. Scales are very, very important because that definitely determines how much it's going to cost to get your inventory into the warehouse. Also, we use a lot of tape. I use two different sizes. As you can see here, I have a tape gun for my bigger size. I have a tape gun for the smaller. I got tons of tape guns. As you get into the shipping business, which is what you're in technically, you're going to accumulate a lot of tools. So you have to have that. You have to have your box cutters because as boxes are coming to you, such as the box like this from Walmart, you're going to need to open that box. So you need your box cutters. That makes things so much quicker. I also do use what's called craft tape. Now, for example, I'm going to try to show you this. When you get boxes from Walmart, Target, stuff like that, the tape they use is what's called craft tape. I also use that, so you'll notice this machine back here, you pull the handle and it will dispense craft tape like that. Definitely, you do not need that. That's just something that I have. I've been shipping for a long, long time. You will need bubble wrap. I don't buy it. Again, as your shipments get bigger and bigger, you'll get bubble wrap in the shipments as you're receiving your products. Just save it. Don't throw that stuff away. The same with your these things like this. I have tons of it because that comes in handy to protect the product. So hang on to all of that. The same with your packing peanuts. those will come. Now, you have to have boxes, but over time you'll get your boxes from the products as they come in, but those don't tend to be big enough. Now, there is a max size. You can't have a box that's longer than 24 inches on any one side unless the product itself, obviously, if the product that you're sending is longer, then you need a box to accommodate that. But over time, I started to buy boxes that work for me. This one is 24 by 24 by 12. I like that size. And I also have another size that I like that is 24 by 20 by 18. So as your shipments get larger, you're gonna need those bigger boxes. I buy mine from Uline. We'll see if we can get you some links to that. Just let me know in the comments what you need. Also, if there's something that I don't cover that I forgot, just ask me. Here's an example of a box that came from Target. This is definitely longer than 24 inches. And if you look at what's in there, there was no reason to use a box that long. But I'm gonna keep this box because if someday I end up with a product that I need to ship in, trying to build a box is very cumbersome. But let's go back to a little bit on the packing materials. So we talked about poly bags, we talked about air bags and packing peanuts. Also, we need poly bags. There are some types of products, like for example, stuffed animals, plush things, pillows, anything like that. Amazon wants that stuff to be protected when it gets into the warehouse. So you can put that in a poly bag. Sometimes if you're shipping bundles of potato chips, you can put all of those in a bag, stick the label on it, and you'll be fine. Let's see. Also, you'll notice, well, here's another example of how to use a poly bag. You can be creative, guys. Here's a poly bag, and I put some coffee in there. That's a three bundle, a multi-pack. You just sit them in there. Amazon doesn't, so I don't want you to fret over this. What I'm trying to tell you is don't get yourself all worked up about whether or not you're doing everything exactly right. As long as Amazon can keep up with the products, they're safe. You put a label on it. Like I have the label on here so that when it gets into Amazon's warehouse, they can scan it. Speaking of which, this is my labels. I use sheets that feed into a laser printer. Some people, you know, that's not the best system, but that's what I use. And then the labels come out looking like this. And you can just put a label on a product. And then as I prep the shipment, as I prepare the boxes, I'm using Amazon's UPS account. And when you'll see later on part 2 of this video, when we actually put the shipping labels on the boxes, you need 2 labels per box. And I order these labels for free on UPS's website. So you can do that. Also, we get into shrink wrap. This machine right here, if you can see that, what you do is, it's kind of like a 4-part thing. You have this part is where your shrink wrap fits on it. Your shrink wrap comes in rolls. And then you just pull off what you need and you feed it through the heating element, which is this thing. And when you close that down, it heats up and seals it off. And then if you want it to be nice and you shrink wrap it with a heating gun. And if you do that, here's an example of what you end up with. A nice, you know, shrink wrapped item. And this is actually required if you're sending something with a perforated edge on it where the person can puncture that in order to get the bars out or whatever. They require you to have some type of poly bagging. Now you could just use a bag on this, but I like the shrink wrap look, and it comes in handy because, for example, we talked about selling books on the last live stream. I'm gonna poly bag this book. It's not required, but in my experience, you have a less chance of a dissatisfied customer. If it comes shrink wrapped right away, they can assume that you care about the product and it's been taken care of. So I'm going to demonstrate how to use that real quick. So like I said, just kind of feed that through. See if you can. It can be a little challenging because depending on the size of your shrink wrap, but once you get it through there, you just heat it up, tear that off, and then you still have another side that needs to be sealed. And then once you have that sealed, turn on your heating gun and just heat that up and you're all set. See? Now that looks much more professional. The customer is going to assume you took care of it. And as far as they're concerned, this is new, which it is new, but that pretty much covers it. I do want to say, in the beginning, when I needed boxes, I would get them from the grocery store. If you can get in there at the right times where they're unboxing things, and then over time you'll find some place to supply you with boxes. So that's going to wrap up this portion of the video. On the live stream coming this Saturday, we're going to have some video clips that we can share with you on how the shipment looks once it's really ready, all packed up and ready to go out the door, guys. All right, that's going to wrap up this section. Thanks. Okay, guys, that's going to wrap this video. I hope you got value out of it, and I hope it sort of explains it's really not hard to get that inventory into Amazon once you understand. And please do not let the little intimidation that you might feel stop you, because you must get that inventory in. This is crucial. The inventory is the lifeblood of your Amazon business. If you did get value, please do me a favor. Smash that like button. Make sure you share this video, leave comments, and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss anything. Hit the bell notification. You'll be notified whenever we come out with new content. And make sure to join me this upcoming week on the live stream, where we're going to continue and also get into more of the finished product just as we're getting ready to ship the product out. So also, we do offer a very affordable 12-module video course. It's available on Udemy, so check down in the description for that. We do offer a list. You can contact me. Just text the words "working class hustler" to the number on your screen, and we'll get you all set up with an ungated list. Very, very affordable. And there is coaching available as well. Again, text the words "working class hustler" to the number on the screen, and we'll get you going right away. Thanks a lot, guys. This is What to Sell on Amazon. I'm Horace, and I'm out.